All right, we're gonna try this again. Let me see. What's Sean? Where you at, bro? You're telling your followers you started a live. All right. Tell a friend to tell a friend, yo, we here. Prez, where you at? Sean, where you at? Come on, man. Nah, he can't fucking log on. Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm waiting for this guy Prez to come back in. Come on, man. Nah, this nigga can't log back on. Ain't this a bitch? Fuck is going on? Yeah, the numbers is back to normal, but now we can't. Now Prez ain't in the room. I can't make this shit up, yo. I can't make this shit up. Seriously, I can't make this shit up. Prez, if you in the room, say something. What's up, y'all? Right now we doing the boys club, but I seem like we having kind of issues with this Instagram. Numbers was looking crazy a minute ago. Now we logged off and logged back on, and everything looks like it's back regular. But now I can't seem to find Sean Prez in the section where you join in. Yo, I can't make this shit up. Like, I legitimately can't make this shit up. Nigga said you ain't no noob. Fuck you, clown ass nigga. Shut the fuck up. Why are you even in here? I can't get Prez. I don't know where Prez is at. Oh, there you go, Sean. Okay, well, let's see. Sean, I don't see you in the request. Oh, there you go. All right. Let's see how this works. So now I can't log him in. That's you? You there? All right.
Yep.
Okay. That's a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm so pissed, Rich. I'm so pissed because that was a great conversation we was having.
Oh no.
You,
Well, I mean, I
this
feel like everybody's
Instagram
still
thing.
here.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
I
like
mean, half of the crowd was kicked off. Half of the crowd didn't even hear that first. Like that conversation was so needed, and it was so freaking dope. And that is what inside the mind of a man is all about. And I'm so mad that we lost it. Instagram is it's just a nasty platform. But
but
once
do you
again,
think the reason we lost it was because of what we was talking about?
yo, I don't know, Rich. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
You know what I
I
mean?
didn't even think about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that was an amazing conversation, bro. Like, I would love to have that conversation again. I'm scared to have it on IG because I don't want to get kicked off. But we'll keep it moving. Once again, everybody, we are Rich Dollars, myself, Sean Prez. We
Nah,
are,
nigga, let's have it. Let's have it. I'll regurgitate the same shit I said before. If motherfuckers heard me say it, they'll hear me say it again in the shorter version.
got you.
So,
Again, we are the Boys Club. Um, this is raw, unfiltered, just man talk. It's that locker room talk. So, Rich, I'm gonna start from where we left off, and then we'll backtrack. All right.
all right.
All right. I was asking you, and you just get, and I really want you to kind of go back to where you was because I thought it was a dope answer. And it was unexpected. Again, you know, Sex in the City, one of my favorite shows during the early 2000s, the 90s. They brought it back. And just like that, same cast, everybody except for Samantha is back reprising the role. And I found something interesting. that these characters, the main characters, came back and they are allowing these women to be older, middle-aged women all the way. Like
Well,
they are really playing into the fact that they are older women. And just 1 second, unlike most other shows, two of the three lead characters are rocking straight up gray hair. So my question to you as a man, if you dating a woman, do you have a problem, with your woman
not
rocking gray hair?
at that age. Like, first of all, them women. That show was so popular in the '90s that they couldn't bring nothing new in with them same women. They couldn't bring in a new Carrie Bradshaw or anything new and not let them women be who they are today, because that show was so big back in the day. Second of all, these is all grown. Like, there's a difference when you're talking about like a upper 30s, low 40s, mid 40-year-old woman who's out there still trying to be in the clubs, trying to be accessible, all of that. These women are grown as fuck with like whole grandchildren and shit like that. Like, at that, like, when you moving like that, like, that's just like y'all have grown old together, and your flaws are her flaws are your flaws, and niggas that's trying to look, that they would look even crazier trying to look young.
Forget those girls, Rich. Forget those girls. We take what's going on in pop culture and we apply it to everyday real life relationships. So I'm asking you, and you're a perfect person to ask, because many people look at Rich Dollars. He's on TV. He's a celebrity. Rich would never. Rich is now mid 40s. He would never date a woman that got one strand of gray hair. I've been following this man for the last 10 years, 15 years of his life. They look at you and they have a preconceived idea of who they think you and every other celebrity, influencer, popular person would want. And we hear it all the time on this show. Women think that's what men want. That's what men want. That's what men want. So when I saw the show, I'm like, oh, I got to ask Rich. You mid 40s. If you dating a woman who's 40 and she's starting to get gray hairs, are you sending her like, yo, ma, you got to go and dye that? Or are you good with walking outside with a woman claiming her and she got gray hair on her head?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I would like to think that I'm not that shallow, but I probably am. If we going outside and all that, then if we supposed to be looking the part, we gonna look the part. If I'm out here doing what I got to do to maintain my youth, then I feel like you should be doing the same thing. If we ain't to that point yet, now if we to that point in the game where we both is over it, then we both over it, and I'm cool with that too. But for the most part, nah. If we doing it, if we out here doing red carpets and hitting clubs and parties and shit together, like, we ain't going out here looking like nobody's grandparents. Like, no, I'm not good with that. So no.
Okay, so say you ain't doing red carpet, because the average person who is watching this right now,
Parties,
they ain't
clubs,
on nobody's.
dinners, all of anything in the above. If we going outside on a regular basis, I ain't trying to be outside looking like nobody's fucking grandfather. And I don't want my girl outside looking like nobody's grandmother. So that's just going outside. Fuck a red carpet. That's just going outside. That's going to Target.
So
fuck it.
You ain't looking at nobody in their 40s and saying, yo, you know what? Just go be natural. I'm gonna love you for you. You can rock them gray hairs and me and you good.
Nope. I guess I'm shallow.
That's an honest answer. No, it don't make you shallow. I think I feel the same way. I think all of us, we should strive to be the best versions of ourselves. Like literally the best version of yourself. Now, do I think it's women out there who's sexy as hell, who's in their 50s, might be in their 60s, that's rocking straight gray hair? Absolutely. I see them all the time.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, like absolutely. Now, if you could pull it off, by all means, do it. But if we talking about your wife, if we talking about the one, and I'm not talking about just a chick you meet and you dating and it's casual. I'm talking about the one. Are you
Hmm.
gonna get turned off by gray hairs? Absolutely not. But the goal is from both sides is you should try to look and feel your best as you're
At
aging
all times.
at all times. And matter of fact, I'm gonna clean that up. Not at all times, because I ain't got a problem with my woman walking around the house and she ain't looking like $1 million. Like I don't want nobody who's sitting in this live thinking that you gotta look like you on the red carpet 24/7 for your man, or your man gonna be looking outside, because you ain't doing yourself up. But if you in the streets, you know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with you taking care of yourself. I don't think there's nothing wrong with you bringing the best version of yourself to the party. Okay, I'm gonna ask you another question. You bump into any chicks in your endeavors that had gray hair on the box?
What the fuck?
Yo, I was waiting for you to catch that. And check this out, son. Nigga, give me the real. Number one, if you caught a chick who wasn't dying down there, who had gray hair, and number two, now nobody could see it but you. So does it matter for Richie D if his chick is not groomed and she let them joints go and be all natural? She got straight gray. She's salt and pepper down there. She got the Sean Prez.
Hey, yo, nigga. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. If it's my girl, and like, number one, I like a manicured woman. I like a woman who shaves. I'm not into a bunch of hair. Never have been. But if it's just us and we like a real relationship and we ain't moving like that, then I ain't fucked up about it. I honestly ain't fucked up about it. I ain't. If it's just us and we ain't like I said, I'm gonna preface this by saying I like my women shaved. I like my women shaved.
Okay, how shaved are we talking? How short shaved are we talking? Bald head or just clean cut?
I mean, I can do clean cut. I can do landing strips. I can do clean cut. I can do low. But the shit.
Okay, you just talking. Just be manicured. Just
Be
straight up be
manicured.
manicured. Don't be looking like you got a whole, like ain't nothing down, like ain't nobody been down there in years and you just let it go like you got a forest.
Exactly. Exactly. When you down there, you dry out a little bit. Now I'm getting chased and shit. Like that ain't cool neither. Like, nah, like I like a manicured woman. I like a woman that maintains herself. I don't give a fuck if, like, cause you know how women hit you with the, well, I can't come over. I ain't been with a man in 6 months. And it shows that, nah, bitch, clean your shit, get clean. Like, clean up a little bit, yo. Like, for real.
Okay, you still ain't answered my question. Where do we land here? Is gray hairs acceptable in the box or not?
Nah, nigga, get that shit good. Shave that shit. Clean that shit out. Yeah, no, it's not, bro. You trying to get me in trouble? I'm on my
Yo,
shit. You asking me all these narcissistic, shallow ass questions.
nah, cause it's somebody watching this right now who is middle aged, and maybe they like, yo, I don't feel like like it's one thing to go sit at the beauty parlor for 3 hours a clip and get my hair done, but now I gotta worry about making sure I die down there. Like, nah, I ain't doing all that. He gotta love me the way I am.
Nah,
And
yo,
I just want to know, do men even care about that?
I can't, nigga. I care. I definitely care. Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, that's an L one. I ain't really bump into that, but
Cause this nigga, where did you get your line of questioning for the week, yo?
because we talk about gray hair, so I'm like, yo, nigga, you think hair only get gray on your head? It's somebody out there right now who is
That's the
struggling.
question for.
Somebody,
That's the question
huh?
for a woman though. I mean, as not as we going by, when we get some women on here, we gonna ask them if they mind having niggas with gray hairs on their pubes.
Yeah. Okay, ladies, please make sure when y'all call in. That's a great question for call-ins. And does it matter for a chick if a dude is manicured?
Does it matter if a
All
man
right.
is manicured?
Yeah, like that's real talk. All right, so let's switch topics. All right.
Please.
Somebody hit me offline, and they had a dope question. Me and you, we often talk about you know, matter of fact, I'm gonna just ask the question. It's my girl Yolanda. She is in the DMV area.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she hit me and she said, when dating a potential person, how important is their past relationships to you? Now, me and you, right? And this is what I took this question to mean. Maybe she didn't mean it this way, but this is what Sean took it to mean. Me and you, we've talked about body count, how many people your girl's been with before you, right? We've had that discussion. But I took this question, who your girl has dated. So from a man's point of view, does it matter, if you find out that your girl, I mean, some people might look at a Rich Dollars and be threatened. Like some people might look at certain dudes and be threatened, or they look at them and have no respect. Like, yo, you used to date that nigga? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like how the hell did that nigga bag you? So if he could bag you, then I must not even be what I thought I was, because you'll go for anybody.
Right.
Does it matter to you as a man, not the how many people your woman is dated, but the who your woman is dated?
Yeah, that matters. Absolutely, that matters. Because that
Really?
how you perceive somebody. It's like how you perceive somebody is how you determine the worth of the next thing, right? Like if everybody got a Benz and a Benz ain't that serious, you know what I mean? It just takes the luster off of it. So if you dating some like cornball, like what we perceive to be like a cornball ass nigga, you like, yo, that you dated that nigga, like what does that say about me? Like, what does that say
Mm-hmm.
about me if you will date him? If that nigga is your type of nigga, then I never in a million years thought that me and that nigga was on the same level. So am I going down? Am I stooping down to your level? Like, am I bugging right now? Like, that's just us going through your head. And the women should think like that too. Like, and I'm not talking about no ego shit. I ain't talking about no egomaniac shit because everybody think they better than the next one. The next girlfriend is never gonna be, you know what I'm saying, is always gonna be better than the last girlfriend. Just by virtue that she's the new one. But nah, it's a male ego thing. It's definitely an ego thing, and it really probably shouldn't even be like that. But I'm gonna be honest, and I'm definitely gonna say that if you dated a nigga who I think is a cornball, I'm looking at you like, damn, like is that what the world look at me like? Is that the type of motherfucker that she fuck with? Like if that's the type of nigga she fuck with, because like there's levels to this shit, right? And if she chose that nigga, then either she's super duper upgrading right now, or I'm not who I think I am. And that's how I perceive that shit. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, nah, I think you damn right. You know, the how many is a factor, and the who is absolutely a factor. As human beings, and especially alpha males, especially men who think highly of themselves. And when I say think highly, I'm not saying a man who is conceited. I'm just saying a man who look at himself as forward thinking, upwardly mobile. You know, the who definitely damn sure makes a difference because you will find yourself judging the woman that you're with based on what you consider to be, not what she does or what she did, but what you consider to be a bad decision on her part, like straight up. So for me, I definitely think the who matters. So it leads us to another question. You know, should women even be honest about stuff like that? Should they even divulge, you know, that type of information? Because if they gonna be judged based on, you know, all of us could be judged. Like just to keep it a buck, you know, and this is what I love about women. And we had this conversation last week, Rich, or maybe it was the week before. And you know, men get away with murder. Like a woman will love you, and you get older, and your stomach is out to here. You know, you walk around, you farting in front of her, like you got a few teeth in your mouth, your hair falling out, and they will love you to death and stand by you. A dude just ain't that. Hell, nigga, do you be seeing who these women like the men that they be standing by? Like no, it ain't always about that money. Cause I got niggas in the hood. A lot of my boys that I grew up with, I love them to death, and these niggas ain't Asian right. But they women, they right there with them. They don't women. I don't know if they see the old them. I don't know if they see that dude they fell in love with, or if they just love him like that's my man. I'm a ride or die. It don't matter how many teeth he got left. It don't matter if he walk with a bad limp. It don't matter if he dressing and his clothes is baggy and he look like he's still in the 90s. They still love. We don't give that to them. And with that being said, you done dated some chicks, and I'm using you as an example because your life has been in the public eye for many years. But you done dated some chicks that women would judge you on or should judge you on, right? But they won't. They'll just be like, yo, I love Rich. He's a good dude to me. I know who he used to date. I don't want her calling. You do get judged?
I get judged.
Yeah, but they ain't walking away.
I have girls come up to me all the time and will be like, you know, I would talk to you, but like I know you got this type and I ain't her. Like this, like I'm.
That's not judging. No, nigga. That ain't judging you.
That's judging.
That is
judging my past.
No, that's not Rich. Rich, you off on this one.
Go ahead. Tell me how I'm off.
Okay, a nigga. Let's just have a real conversation because I want to make sure we're doing apples to apples.
Mm-hmm.
A nigga will look at your girl's ex, and if in your eyes, if okay, Rich is talking to a girl right now, right? She tell you who she used to date. You look at this dude and you don't respect him for whatever reason. That cornball nigga, that, whatever the reason is, now you looking at her sideways. You judging her, and it might even break y'all up. That is a whole different thing than a woman approaching you and saying, I can't talk to you because I seen the women who you dated and I ain't nothing like them. They're not I'm not your type.
And I'm telling you, women have told me that.
But it's different, Rich. Because that's like a woman seeing that you have dated only women with big butts. They all went to Brazil, they all went to South America, and they got these body enhancements. And now you grab a chick and I want to meet you. Can I call you this, that, and the third? But in her head, she got a preconceived notion on you have a type. I ain't got no work done. I'm not moving in the circles of the women that you're used to them moving in. I just move different. That ain't judging you. That is them. We not the same. That I have an idea of what you're into, and I'm just not that person. But if you pursued her, she would absolutely still talk to you. Guaranteed. She's just saying, yo, why even go through this if because I've seen your exes and we're not the same. She ain't judging and saying they're disgusting. So because they're disgusting, you make bad decisions, and because of that, I can't talk to you. Like men would do.
Okay, touche. You got it. Agreed.
Do you see the difference?
Yeah, I see the difference. I see what you
Yeah.
I see what you're saying about how what men will do and what women will do. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Because
Yeah,
I think men, I think men have bigger egos as it pertains to who dated in the past. Women can get over who you dated in the past and say, okay, he did that. That's what he did at that moment. He's a different person at time. A nigga look at it as an indictment on him. A nigga look at
correct.
who you dated in the past as an indictment in him. Women don't look at it who you dated in the past as an indictment on you. Maybe you grew up. Maybe I'm changing you. Maybe you ready for something real. Maybe you ready for something legitimate and superfluous. Men look at it as like, you dated that cornball nigga, bitch. I can't fuck with you because that's an indictment on me. And a nigga who walked around with you can never walk around with me. So that will never happen. So yes, I do agree with you. I agree with you. You got that. Touche.
Yeah, I mean, your vocabulary is superb, Rich. Good job. I'm gonna start using that. It is an indictment on me. Like that is as strong and as real as you could possibly put it. It's straight to the point. That's how men think. You dated that nigga? So, that's clearly a reflection on me. And I ain't that nigga. Like me now, me walking with you, I got a complex because this can't possibly be what I thought I was. When I looked in the mirror, I thought I was a completely different dude. But now that I see what you like out there and what you done laid down with and gave the box away to, I got a complex
Yes.
because now I'm looking at myself and you done mess with my self-esteem. So I got to get out of here. Women don't understand that that's how men think, which is crazy.
Correct, and that's right. I mean, and it's more of a effed up thing for a man because all that really says in layman is that men look at women as status, and if you dated that dude, then the status is never going to be on point. It's never going to be what it's supposed to be at this point because you dated that dude, so you just lost mad points by doing that. You know what I mean? Like that nigga is so corny that you can't come back from that. Women, you can always come back from it. Like, if you do the right thing by the woman, you can come back from it. It might take you a little bit longer, but a man, his ego is not going to let you come back from it if you dated that nigga across the street.
That's so crazy. And I love that we having this conversation because it's one of them conversations that people don't have. And women damn sure. I bet you it's a bunch of women right now like word like maybe I shouldn't reveal who I used to talk to.
Nick,
Like
you must
once
be reading
upon a
the
time.
comments. You
All
must be
right
reading the
now, you know
comments.
I got bad eyes. Like, yo, Rich, I damn near. If y'all niggas can hold on, I'm gonna go get my glasses, man.
That's
Like my
exactly.
eyes is
That's exactly.
terrible.
You just said exactly what they saying. They like, yo, so that's why we don't tell niggas shit. That's why you keep
Yeah.
your shit to yourself. That's why you don't let people know who you date. That's why you don't tell niggas who you dated.
No, it's true. It's
It
true.
is true. But and
It's true.
I've learned that I don't ask questions that I don't want answers to.
No,
In
you
my
said
old,
that before.
huh?
You said that before.
In my old age, I've learned if I like you and I'm talking to you, I'm not finna ask you how many bodies you got. I'm not finna ask you what niggas in the hood slept with you. I'm not finna ask you if you slept with any niggas I know. I don't want to know. Because when I find out, it's gonna change my motherfucking opinion. And as wrong as that might be, it is the fact of life. And with that being
That's
said, I'm gonna miss out on some good ass relationships and some good women because you fucked that corny nigga across the street that drives me crazy to think that my motherfucking girlfriend fuck with that cornball. jewelry wearing, bottle buying ass nigga.
Yo, it's so crazy because I know a lot of women, and I can't read the comments. I promise y'all. Yo, do me a favor. Everybody next week, DM me before 7:30 and be like, Sean, go get your glasses right now. Because I would love to read these comments. But, it's one. I know a lot of women don't tell dudes, they don't tell dudes about their past, but it ain't for this reason. We just gave y'all a whole new reason to not tell dudes about your past. I know y'all hide your past because, it ain't ladylike if I done mess with, however many men, this, that, and the third. But we just opened y'all like this is why we do this show, and it's just so fun having this conversation right here because trust me when I tell you, you will find yourself by yourself if a nigga look at your ex and for whatever reason got a problem with your ex. Now when y'all ain't together, he's saying to himself, I can't believe this chick used to mess with that nigga. And I'm gonna tell you another thing, right? I'll tell you another thing. You got to be careful with that too, because a lot. We talking about the male ego, but God forbid, your girl's ex got more status than you, make more money than you. God forbid he popping.
That's the other side of it.
Yeah, that's the other side, right?
That's the insecurity side kicking in. Like, oh, that's the type of nigga she fuck with. Why am I here? How did I make it here? That's the other side.
No, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. Your man will be treating you so crazy and reckless and running around on you because now he got to prove he just as much man as the nigga you used to date who technically he can't compete with. He ain't got the money in the bank. He ain't got the status. So all he can do is take it out on you and y'all gonna find yourself in all kind of arguments. Now every chance he get, deliberately telling you things to mess with your self-esteem, and the nigga gonna go out and he gonna knock down as many chicks as humanly possible because he just gotta know, even though that nigga got more money than me, I'm just as much man as he is.
That's the horrible, insecure, childish, petty ass way of thinking, but it is exactly what niggas do.
Is that real or nigga? We know 1,000 niggas like that.
You'd be like, yo, this nigga is going OD trying to prove himself, and really he just looking like a total cornball. Like, this girl like you for you, my dude, and you trying so hard to be the last nigga when in reality she left the last nigga. So obviously there was something about what he did that she didn't want. But this nigga want to go out and the nigga will bring you through so much drama. So to make you stay, and it ain't even that he want to do it. It's his ego and his insecurities that are doing it to make you feel like to just be so fucked up to you that to make you almost want to leave. So then the only thing that will appease his ego is that you stayed under all this other bullshit that he put you through, and that makes him feel worthy.
That makes him feel worthy, right there. How
insane is that, bro?
But that's the way men think. That's as real as I could put it. That is the way men think. A man will put you through hell and then bring you back. And if you stay, okay, you're worthy. All because his little ego, his self-esteem, his identity was shot the minute he found that the last nigga you had was more man than, well, what he considers more man than him.
Now,
in that, go ahead.
Ladies, there's another side to that. Stop that corny ass name dropping shit. Stop that corny ass. Well, my last boyfriend played in the league. You know, that type shit. Cause now you playing on niggas' insecurities. Now you ain't playing fair. When you come home and you like, well, we used to come to this restaurant all the time. My last nigga used to buy, well, you know, he was in the league. now you trying to fuck with my self-esteem. Now you throwing out what you used to put in my face. There's a big difference between a nigga finding out who you dated and being like, damn, that's the level of nigga, or you making it very known to a nigga, because now there's two things. One thing is his fault for the self-esteem and the issues coming in. The next thing is you trying to project those issues and that self-esteem shit on him. There's a difference. Riding down the street and you talking about a nigga car like, yo, this is a nice car, but my last nigga had the Maybach truck. This car's nice though. You know what I'm saying? Like that. There's a difference. Like this. So that's your ego. That's the woman's ego letting the nigga know what I'm capable of. Versus the man's ego feeling bad because you acknowledge what she's capable of. It's like a motherfucker doing self-compliments. If you real pretty, you ain't never got to tell a nigga you pretty. As a matter of fact, if you real pretty, you might be uncomfortable telling a nigga you pretty, because you heard it so much times over the term of your life that it's just a fact. But if you gotta constantly remind a nigga that you pretty, it probably means that you don't never feel like you pretty. That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. I mean, this is a real conversation. It definitely is a real conversation. I'm gonna ask you one more question. We're gonna open the lines up to everybody out there and get the audience in. Yo, Rich, I was thinking about this. Men for years have dated women who are much younger than them. And now women are doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just based off what we was just talking about, is it a reflection? Should if a woman find out if a woman is just y'all just courting, you're dating, you're getting to know each other, you didn't hit it, none of that stuff, right? If she find out, yo, you've been messing with 20-something-year-olds, you ain't even dated 30-year-old in years. Is that a red flag? Should she look at that as, a reflection of a man's aptitude and his ability to be an adult in a relationship? Because dating a 20-something-year-old, it's easy to run circles around them. So either you have, you're very shallow. All you're into is youth, but those girls can't have a conversation with you, or you got to think about yourself that you're controlling, and you can run circles around these. Like, should a person? Is it a red flag if all a man dates is young women, like really young women? Is that a reflection of who he is, and can he be trusted to have a mature relationship? Can he be trusted to pay bills on time? Can he be trusted to run a household, like legit run a household? Yeah. Or should you look at this dude as, yo, he just never grew up and I ain't gonna waste my time with him?
I think that's a question that's twofold. I think that if a man constantly dates women that are much, much younger than him, then I think that says more about him and where he is in his life than the woman. I think that there is a certain amount of maturity. Like I always say this, when people come at me and they say I'm dating a girl this age, either it's just sexual and y'all are kicking it and it's sexual and you love her, she's attractive and you just love being next to her, waking up next to her. But what do you really talk about? Like, because she doesn't have the life experiences that you have. She doesn't know the things that you know. She doesn't have, like, what are you really talking about? So unless you can tell me, well, it's not about talking, nigga. It's about it's about every fucking thing else. It's about walking down the street with her on my arm. It's about going to the restaurant, watching all the old niggas look at my girl. It's about going to the club. It's about having sex. It's about her being a young tenderoni. About all of that. then I have to say, okay, then I can't even be angry. It is what it is. You were honest. But the reality is, if you're dating somebody that doesn't have the life experience, you can't talk politics. You can't talk about Michael Jordan because she never even seen the nigga play. Like you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit, like you can't talk about this movie because she wasn't even. You can't talk about Belly because she wasn't born when the motherfucking movie came out. Like, so what are you really doing? Like, except for trying to appease the motherfuckers around you and placate your own inner shit because now you got a young tenderoni and you can say you got a hottie. So to answer the question, I think it is a red flag if a man constantly goes for them. Now, if a nigga's in midlife crisis and he want a young tenderoni, he's like, oh, I've dated older women, but I got me a young one right now. Like what? That's different than a nigga who just constantly goes for that young one that he can run circles around, that ain't really gonna challenge him on shit, that ain't really got life experiences to debate the way he can debate and argue the way he argued. That's the thing. So now that becomes a red flag. If that's the norm for you, that becomes a red flag.
Yeah, I mean, I got friends who date only young women. Um, I, you know, I'm with you, Rich. It does say something about that man. Just as me and you were talking, how men judge women based on the men that they used to date. I think women, I don't know if I want to use the word judge, but I think you should use the age range of the women that your man um has been dating as a barometer. Like, I don't know if this man is mature enough to have a real relationship, like a grown up relationship. You know, getting involved with a young woman, we know all the positives to it, right? She's young, fresh and green. Um, if you're an experienced man, if you're a grown man, you could. I mean, that's why I don't like young chicks. Like, you could run circles around them without even thinking. Like I would hurt a young chick's feelings. Like, you just mentally, we just ain't in the same place. Like I would hurt your feelings because we just not there together, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But if a man can again and again and again and again only date young women, and then he meets a grown woman, I think a woman should look at him and question that, and really, look at that as a red flag. Like, yo, I don't think you ready for a grown up relationship, because it is something in him that made him go after these young women. And I think that is more than just um, physical. I think it's a reason why when you see a Leonardo DiCaprio is 40 something years old, pushing 50. He only dates women in their 20s. But this man, he ain't been in a committed relationship in his life. He ain't got no kids. He's a Hollywood movie star. You'll see him now and then on yachts with his young thing. Like, it's a reason that a Scott Disick, or whatever, however he pronounces his name, Kourtney Kardashian's ex, moved the way he moved and left his family, and you only see him with 20 something years. He just ain't ready. Like, them type of men, they just ain't ready for that real thing, like that real relationship thing. And you
No,
see it again and again and again.
it's also
So I
about virtue of
think,
where they at. It's also about virtue of the demographic.
what
The
does that
men,
mean?
I mean, they move in the younger people's circle by virtue of them not wanting to age out and lose the money.
Yeah, but that's so corny, man. That's corny, Rich.
Yo, Listen. How old you think Derek Jeter baby mama is? His wife is
I don't know. I mean, I know she much younger than him.
like 20 something. Like she might be 25.
Nah, she ain't that young.
I gotta Google it. When she was dating Jeter, she was like 22, 23. So she might be about 28 now, and they got 2 kids together. The point I'm making is
Hmm.
that the point I'm making is that these niggas is out here and they live this lifestyle, and they don't want to age out. They don't want to get old. They don't want to age past a certain thing. So they and being in the and finding somebody young, it keeps them young. Like DiCaprio, that keeps him young. That's why DiCaprio can still do the movies he does, because he moves around and he fucks 22-year-olds. So he can still be that sex symbol motherfucker that's almost 50. Like other people age out of that. Like Samuel Jackson's way older. Like that nigga damn near 80. But Denzel has aged out. Like if you look at some of the people, like even Will Smith at this point in time, even with his corny ass antics, he's aging out. But Leonardo DiCaprio ain't aging out. Even Jamie Foxx is aging out. But not Leo and the motherfuckers. They are going through things.
Okay,
Huh?
but we talking about celebrities. I get it, and I understand your point. If you a celebrity by virtue of who you associate with, but more important, by virtue, like your career is first and foremost to you, your image. You done spent a lifetime crafting this brand of a leading man. Whatever that leading man might be in whatever industry it is. But for average Joe who only date women in their 20s, if you're a woman watching and your man has only dated chicks in their 20s, I would look at that as a straight up red flag.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
And this ain't me. This is a
What
comment.
you mean it ain't you?
I just read a comment. I just read a
Get,
comment. Our
okay.
guy. Our guy. Does our guy have issues?
Who?
Our guy.
Puff? Puff?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. There's no absolutely. There's a reason. I love Puff to death. I ain't gonna say nothing to bash him, so I'm gonna say it in the nicest and most respectable boys club way. Um, Nigga, you look at the way Puff is aged, right? Look at the way he is aged. Um, Puff wanted to hold on to his youth because for all the reasons that you spoke about, and it is only now that you see Puff genuinely like I don't care. I'll be the corny old dude. I'll be Uncle Puff. I'll be the mate the what is that? The patriarch of the family.
Mm-hmm.
But for many years, Puff would tell you himself, he didn't want to get old. He did not want to get old. And that's why you saw people like Jay, you know, the 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 way that Jay has moved versus the way Puff is completely freaking different. So I wouldn't be shocked if you see Puff land with a woman his age or in her 40s and he claiming her in the very, very near future because Puff over the last few years has really matured. He's really just given up on the fact that, yo, I'm not going to be young forever. I'm not going to be that hot music mogul that is producing hits for 15-year-olds forever. And it's okay to age gracefully. But you've only seen that in the last few years. So I say absolutely.
Okay.
All right, let's open the phones up. Please, only questions. Questions only. You must have good lighting. You must show your face in the camera, or we will immediately cut you off. And please be in an area that is quiet and has good reception.
All right. So
Rich,
have we had I am Duchess in before?
I don't
Alexis
know. We're
Leary.
going to find out.
Let's see. Alexis Leary, I am Duchess. Give her a second. Maybe she ain't coming in. Is she here? No. All right, so we moving on.
Somebody just came in. Hold on, Rich. Hold
Oh, she
on.
here? Oh, okay, there she go.
Yeah.
What's up? Hello?
I think
You got a bad connection, beloved. You got a bad connection, Alexis.
yeah, your connection is bad.
Guys hear me?
Yeah, we
What's her
hear you now.
name? What is her name?
Alexis Leary, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Alexis, we can hear you now. What up, girl?
Nah, she breaking up, Sean. I gotta let her go.
Okay, so here's the deal. Alexis, we gonna remember your name.
Hi, how are you guys?
Huh? Check this out, Alexis.
Remember my name?
We gonna remember your name. Log off, go to a place with good reception and hit back in, and we'll let you right back in.
Okay?
You hear that, Alexis?
All right.
All right, let her out, Rich, and we'll bring her back in. Let's get one person, and then we bring Alexis in after that.
All right. Rosemary Reed. Rose Reed. Somehow I got a funny feeling that Rose is going to be in a good place with a good connection, and she's going to be ready to do the thing. Rose
And she
Reed,
gonna
are
have
you
a
ready?
question. Rose Reed.
All right. Trying to hold on, but nah, it don't look like it. Let me know.
See if I am Duchess, if Alexis is trying to get back in.
All right.
If not, let's just get somebody in here. Please make sure you have a good connection. Make sure you have a question ready. You have good lighting and your face is in the camera. Wednesday nights,
I just let somebody
7:30.
else in. All right, let's try with pure intentions. Let's try Love Jones. Pure intentions. Pure intentions.
That better not be a dude. Any dude that have pure intentions,
It was
Love
saying,
Jones, something is wrong.
Hey, no, I'm here.
okay, what's up?
How's my lighting?
Your
Hold
lighting
Your
is
on.
lighting
good.
is
We hear you
perfect.
good.
Hey, gentlemen.
You two for
Thank you for
two.
choosing me.
You two
What
for
up?
two.
Who we got? Who we got?
This is Twana from
Tawana?
Atlanta by way of New York. And I'm sorry, I'm fixing Poppy dinner. Gotta eat, right?
All right.
That's
So
right.
forgive me. Um, so how y'all doing?
Good. What's the
We
question,
good.
beloved? What we talking about?
So a couple of things, right? I was listening to y'all
Eyes hurt.
and being a 45, I'll be 46 on Tuesday, so I'm nice and grown, right?
Happy.
I Thank you. Thank you so much. So, one of the things that you guys were talking about older men dating younger women, funny enough, I was one of those women that dated older men, right?
Mhm.
So, my desire for dating older men was much different because I was looking for that father figure. I was looking for acceptance. So, my question is, um, as a grown woman, I've really tried to step away from that need, trying to become no, not trying, have become whole and completely stepped away from that. So, and mentor young women, right, to help them. So, what would you guys tell the younger women that's lost? Because there's a lot of sisters out here that's lost. There's a lot of young women that have no direction. So, in terms of that, what direction would you give them? The younger women that's looking for that father figure that really have no direction and it's promiscuous.
Sean.
So, as older men and from a loving place, of course, what would you say to them to help them to deter away from that? Because I think that a lot of women date older men because they're looking for that security. They're looking for that authority. They're looking for that commitment. They're looking for something that they haven't gotten, and they're trying to find that in their man. And it's really not fucking happening because you have to be whole before you get into a relationship. You have to be whole. And it's coming, and I'm saying this because I was that woman. I was that woman that was promiscuous, and I'm just being a buck because my man know about me. I was that woman that was promiscuous and was looking for that love. And it took me years, guys, to kind of work my way out of that. You understand and understand who I am and what my value is. So what would you say to those sisters
Sure.
that's listening to you guys and that need that direction?
Okay. Sean.
Oh, you want me to take that, Rich?
Yeah.
Did you say your name is Tawana?
My name is Twana. Yes.
Tawana. First off, Tawana, I think it's extremely brave of you to come on and be so honest. So I want to just first shout you out because
Thank you.
I think you stepping up like this and saying I was that woman. I had daddy issues. I didn't feel whole. I was promiscuous. You just empowered so many people who are probably watching who are in the same place that you were
Right.
once in. So, Rich and I often say, our program is, this is inside the mind of a man, but we are very, very respectful with our advice. We're very, very
Yes.
respectful of the women who, are brave enough to come on here and ask
I have
these
to put on my
questions. So
glasses.
I need to
Put
put
on my
mine
glasses.
on.
Yes.
So with that being said, thank you. Before I answer your question, for you, you said you
hmm
had daddy issues. Was your
hmm
father in your life at all?
Honestly, and this is I'm peeling back onions and hope that I can help somebody. I might just put my business on Front Street. My mother was raped. That was my conception. So the man who signed my birth certificate wasn't my dad biologically, and he wasn't present. Not only did he take the responsibility of signing my birth certificate, he wasn't present at all up until 14. So I'm 46 next Tuesday. So I really didn't have a blueprint at all. And the men that I trusted for that father figure they were pedophiles.
That was going to be my next question to you. Were any of these, did any of those relationships with these older men, because every older man ain't a bad dude. Let's just put
This
that
is
out there.
true. And I
Um,
apologize. I'm looking for my charger. So please forgive my lighting. I can go back into my kitchen, but
it's
I'm
cool. It's
looking.
cool.
Okay.
Um, so I was going to ask you, did any of the relationships with these older men work out in your favor?
Um, no,
Okay.
no. You know why?
So,
Because I was
yeah,
bending over backwards and I was doing this and I was doing that to show them that I was a good woman and that I was worthy. It never worked out. When it worked out for me is when one, I moved to Florida to pursue my master's in psychology. And I just got okay with being with Twana and being by myself. And that's when my guy came along, which happened to be my homeboy from 20 years ago. Go figure that.
well, the advice
But
that I would
no,
give, go ahead.
but no, I didn't have, it never worked out. I was just a plaything, basically. They kind of ran rings around me, like you said.
Yeah, that the advice I would tell any young woman, okay, because I really want to answer this, but I got another question for you.
Yes.
How old were you when you realized the reason I'm dating these men are because I have daddy issues? Did you know that the whole way, or was that through
No.
self-discovery years later?
That was definitely their self discovery. That actually, honestly, I didn't find out about my mom being raped until I was in my 30s. So I went half of my life, or the majority of my life, with a lie. Um, so it didn't happen until like my late 30s, set like 37, 38.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm saying this is I truly in my heart believe, you had daddy issues. You had daddy issues going on but there are people struggling, young women struggling with all kinds of
Huh.
issues. Are you with
Right.
me?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm with you. The midst of
There
the
are
saying,
women,
he coming in.
there, there are
I'm
women
listening.
struggling with all kinds of issues. Self-esteem. You have social media that has now, really infiltrated the minds and the mental of our young women to where they don't
Yes.
feel as though they match up to these filtered images and photograph images that women are taking 1,000 pictures to get the one that looks the best and put that up.
Yep.
And now you have a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 15-year-old that's looking at that picture and saying, "Oh my God, I'm unattractive." You have women out there who are
Mm-hmm.
dealing, like you said, with daddy issues. But what I would say from a grown man's point of view, number one, ladies, if you're young, and and the reason I asked you, did you know that this is why you were doing the things that you did? And you said no. You knew that there was an emptiness. You knew that there was a
Right.
hole. You knew that there was a void. That
Right.
much I can tell you, you knew without even having a long
I
discussion
agree.
with you.
Yes. I just
But
didn't
that,
know, I didn't understand the void. I didn't
yes,
understand why I wasn't wanted or I wasn't treasured or I wasn't respected or why. Because, we go through that. Why doesn't my father want me? Why isn't he contacting me? Why I got to look for you? And then when I find you, it's like, oh, you're doing me a favor. So I had to really get over that and I had to recognize who I am. And I had to tap into my strengths, right? And realize that my time on this earth is not for Tawana. It's to benefit someone else. So I really tapped into
hold on,
mentoring young
Twana,
women.
hold on, because you're going a little forward in your journey, and I want to
Hmm.
talk to a woman who is right now not at that place, right? A woman who
Okay.
just feels an emptiness, a woman who feels a void, a woman who is like, I don't know why I feel the way I feel. My dad wasn't around. Social media has made me feel less than. Every girl has a bigger booty than I have. Whatever it might be, I
Right.
have acne. They don't. That hole, that void, it will never be filled with any man. A man cannot. It really comes down to, and I hope young women are listening to this.
Mm.
And this is why I say for Sean, I almost could never date a young woman because I could run circles around them. And
The mentality.
when you are looking to fill that void with another human being, i.e., a man, older men, they have an entire life worth of experience. So
Hmm.
they zone in on that. Oh, I
Yep.
see a young one who's lost. I see a young one who is unhappy with who she sees in the mirror. I see a young one who has that emptiness. And they come in more times than not with no good intention outside of, I'm going to be
Trying to get
sleeping
some
with this
ass.
young woman,
Yep.
and in addition to sleeping with this young woman, I could damn near get this woman to be turned out and do anything I want her to
Yep.
do because she's going to spend all of her time with me trying to build this void that I'm experienced enough to know she has, but she's not. And she
Right.
doesn't like it's not a fair fight. So I would tell anybody who's listening, if you find yourself in a situation, you cannot fill that void with another human being. And
Right.
if you find yourself being courted, or an older man is making you feel pretty, making you feel desired, love, and he's doing all of the things that you think you need, the chances are this man has ulterior motives. He
Motives.
knows what to do, he knows what to say,
Yeah.
because he knows you are broken, You are not
Yep.
whole. You are living with an emptiness. And I got the experience to get up in there and turn your world upside down once I
Down.
got you. So that's
And
what I
with
would
you.
tell any woman listening.
Right. And then you have to pick up the pieces and you have to figure it out. You know what I mean? And that's adding obviously more tumultuous times is it's awful. And it's awful because men know what they're doing. I mean, the women, they're young, right? So they don't have the mental capacity to understand. But a grown ass man, he knows exactly what he's doing. And it's sad.
Agreed. But thank you,
But
Twana. I appreciate your honesty, girl.
no problem. Y'all be blessed. Rich, feel better, sweetie.
All right, mama. Thank you.
Peace out.
Later.
Later.
Y'all niggas having a real sit down session. I need to go ahead and I was getting ready to get on the couch. You was on your real fucking Dr. Phil shit.
That's that Dr. Prez, man. Like
Doctor,
you know
yeah.
how I feel about these older dudes running circles around these young chicks. I hate it, man.
I was about to call
Real
you by your
talk.
government, nigga.
Exactly. Nah, I can't stand it, Rich.
I know. Are we gonna see if I Am Duchess is ready now? She's back on the list.
Yeah. Come on, Alexis, where you at? Get that Wi-Fi working. Alexis, what up?
Don't make
Did
me
she
feel
come in?
bad. I'm sorry, y'all.
You better. You back on now? What's up, man?
Yes. All right, hold up. All right. Hi, everybody.
All right, you talking to us. What's the deal? Here we go,
So,
Alexis.
No,
okay.
where you coming? Hold up. Where you coming in from?
Delaware.
Okay. Shout to Delaware.
Thank you very much. So my thing was, y'all was touching on K Michelle, and can you recap it a little bit back because y'all did have a few things that y'all was saying, but it was about the plastic surgery and that she looks different and that y'all. I just don't think the feedback is good about it, but I could see why. But she's such a sweet person. I think that when I first met her, she had everything still on her. So now that it's off and she looks different, and I can see why y'all say that. But when men say that's not their type or it is their type, what does that mean? Like, if she was your type at one point, but now she looks different and people switch, like, how does that? I don't get that.
I don't think nobody said that K Michelle is different now. Is a different type of girl than she was before. If you like K Michelle before, you probably like her now. I've known Kim since '04.
Sure.
And when she was at Jive, shout out to my nigga Ron Stewart. But and I'm a K fan. I'm a Kim fan. I just
So
feel
am
like
I. So am I.
I just feel like Kim was always a pretty girl, and she from Memphis, so you know we have ties. Me and Kay, we cool. Like, so she got ties. I just feel like she did a lot to where now she's in the public eye. People are looking at her like she changed. So the question wasn't so much that she changed. The question is why? Why? Was it self-esteem? Was it self-loathing? What are the reasons that one would go back and do all that stuff to yourself? Because if it's one thing, if it's a nose or a chin or you know what I'm saying, or some cheekbones or something, then I was like, all right, you did one thing. But when you go out there, you do 8, 9, 10, 15 things. Motherfuckers start to be like, well, damn, girl, did you like yourself at all?
Yes.
Like, you changed everything that you could possibly change.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So
that's
apples and apples, like Sean was saying. I do see how people. I can understand that. So people can be so mean, and in that kind of industry, like she used to be an entertainer and stuff like that. There's a
still
lot
is.
of. I'm sorry.
Still is.
Not that way, but you know what I mean, like an exotic entertainer. And
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. Right. So the self-esteem comes in when you're natural, and then the next girl next to you is not natural, but she's making more money than you. So you know it don't even have to be so much as a man put you down. It's the bank rolls going over here with girlfriend right here who got the shit filled from top to bottom.
Oh, see, now,
I'm here for a different reason.
That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting that you say that, because now we have. So now it may not be self-loathing. Maybe it's just that you just literally are out there watching the funds go to the left of you, and you think to yourself, I can enhance myself. So that's different. That's different.
But then that makes it when you say after 5 or 6 times, because listen, self-esteem changes as we change. Women change, we progress, we things go up, things go down. Gravity does it what it does. You have kids, so as your body changes, we do want to have those type of enhancements. But not all women use the money in that way. So wait, I'm losing it. Apples to apples. Here we go, Sean. So if old girl over here is making more money, and I'm not making any money compared to her because I feel like it's more natural. She's got the shit going on over here. You got to bring more to the table, or you got to join the party and get down at some point, or you got to tap out, which could be the reason why some people go into entertainment. How, K. Michelle has a beautiful voice, so she's able to carry whatever she took as she built her body. Because I'm not saying I'm against that shit. If I had the money, I fix mine back to 22. You know what I'm saying? That's us women. I'm a mother, so I can relate to that. But I don't have that kind of money. I got kids, and they come first. So in general, it is harder for us, I think, women, for us to try to date because we want to be natural. We want to keep it a certain way. But
Sean, what you got to say about that?
Yeah, I'm losing it. Bring me back.
Yeah, nah, you don't went somewhere completely different. I stand by what I always say. It's a effed up world out there, and I might be the only dude defending what I'm about to say. I think women, y'all get in your own way. And part of the reason y'all get in your own way, like, look at what you just said. You like, yo, you know, y'all looking at other chicks and seeing the physical and saying that's what a dude really want. She getting the bag, she getting wifed up, she getting the attention. Now she got 1 million followers, whatever it is. So y'all done told yourselves based on what you think got her into this new world. And I always got to ask the question, like, what is it that you really want? Like those girls that are getting the bag and this, that, and the third, are they attracting real men? Are they attracting real love? Are they getting somebody who is seeing them for them and is like, yo, boo, me and you, I'm gonna ride this thing out with you because I just love you. And I don't think that comes from, yeah, a man got to be attracted to you to even have a conversation with you and want to talk to you and date you. We get that. But a lot of them chicks that we talking about, they single. A lot of them chicks that we talking about, they run through. A lot of them chicks we talking about, yeah, they popping. They look good on the surface, but who wifing them up for longer than 6 months? Who wifing them up and claiming them? So I think women got it wrong. Like y'all looking at chicks and you saying that is what men want. So I'm gonna go and do those body enhancements, but look at who they're getting and look at their life overall.
Yeah.
They're not getting the ring. They're not getting all of that other stuff. And sometimes, granted, it's some cornball ball players out there, and I said it. I don't care. Just cause a nigga is been playing ball his whole life and girls came easy to him, and he's shallow. Yeah, he might want that woman, but he running around on her this, that, and the third. But for the average woman, go to the beauty parlor, make yourself look as good as you can. If you need a little nip here, a little tuck there, by all means go. But don't think that changing yourself is gonna get you Mr. Right. And if you out here for Mr. Right, that ain't the way to get him. I'm sorry. So I might be the wrong person to have this conversation with.
You powwow on the right campaign. You on point. You got to promote for the natural women or the women that can't get it right now. That's right.
Yeah, I like your style, Alexis.
Appreciate it. I appreciate y'all.
All right, Alexis Leary.
See you later. Shout to Delaware.
Word.
That was good. Alexis had some good thoughts.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she definitely did.
I think Mimi Beauty gonna come in here and air us out. Somehow, I don't know. I just feel like her name is Mimi Beauty. Mimi Beauty, you in the building now or you tapped out already? She declined. She ain't want to. Oh, what the fuck you send a request for, love? Nigga send a request? All right, $1 billion babe. Jesus. $1 billion baby. You in here? Yep. Here she comes. All right.
What?
I just see a roof. That's
Who?
strike one.
Huh?
I can't see you.
Oh my God. Wait. That's Richie Dawes from Love Hip Hop.
All right, bro. We gotta let you go, beloved.
Why?
Because you don't have no question.
Oh, you in
I'm not doing this today. I got Kenyon Cross. Cunin Cross. Is she coming in? Nope. All right. Next. On to the next. Rosemary Reed. Rosemary Reed. Every week. Yep. Somebody said every week this is the part of the we got to get this together. This part right here. This part.
We try one more person, kid.
All right.
But so far, I love that Twana and Alexis was dope.
Yeah, they were. They were.
Yeah, shout to Twana and Alexis. Please do not hit the request button if you ain't ready to come on the live, y'all.
I don't know why they do it. I don't know
And,
why.
and while we doing that, Rich, I did see a comment with my bad eyes. Somebody said Sean is wrong minute into the superficial. Keep telling yourself that. Who we got?
So what we talking about? What's the topic?
You supposed to
Yo,
know
come
this.
on, you can't be serious.
I just got on. Dang.
You know to come on with a question. First and foremost, who we got?
I'm BA Slim. You see the name Big Tip.
Okay, actually, I don't see the see the name.
Click at the top where you see Richie Dollars in your name. You'll see me.
Okay, girl, where you coming in from?
Virginia, I just told you that.
Okay, and Rich, cut off, please. You sound nuts to me. Like
This
I ain't even
bald head
talking to you.
motherfucker is loony.
Yes, get out of here. You look like a. I don't even want to diss her, but she look like a tranny. Like I'm gonna put
Yo,
myself
Sean,
in.
stop. This nigga about to get us taken off alive.
Yeah, so go ahead, get somebody else.
Yo, this nigga right here, though.
Yeah, like
Oh
come
my
on,
God.
man. Like as much as respect as we have. Who we
Beloved,
got?
can you please turn the light on?
Yo,
Can you turn the
hey,
light on?
I'm outside. Can you
What's
see
up?
me?
Yup, we see you
Okay,
now.
stand still. Don't walk. Stand still.
All right, what's going on, guys?
What's up,
How
So
you
baby?
I
doing? Who
have
we
a
got?
question.
No,
This is
who
Reese.
are you?
Yo, my name is Sharice.
Coming in from where?
I'm from Fayetteville, but I live in Winston-Salem.
Okay,
Shout to the Carolinas.
Yo, so my question is, all right, say you have a woman and she's a pansexual, meaning she's just interested in the person, period. Doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man. So how do men feel about that? Say if she's just really like you're getting older and you want to have a baby and start a family, you done got your stuff together. Where do you go from there, and how do men feel about that?
Go ahead, Sean. Cause
You don't want to
He
touch
goes,
that?
yeah,
he,
nigga,
he
I'm still stuck on you calling this girl a tranny. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay.
You gonna click me off?
No, we ain't clicking you off. I
Nah,
think it's a
not you.
great
This wasn't
question.
for you.
What's up, Reese?
Hey,
So okay, so let me make sure I understand this. I don't know all of the terms. Did you say a pansexual?
yes,
This is a woman who just loves people. She could be into men, she could be into women. But
exactly.
now this same pansexual person is interested in starting a family, and you're wondering how do men feel about that?
Yes, to seriously
Oh,
pick one side and you, yes, to be with a man. Do you believe that a man would be comfortable with that if I found the right one that was okay with that?
okay. So you're talking about yourself.
Yes, yes.
Okay, a question for you. Are you looking to just be with this man, or are you looking to be with this man, start a family, and invite other people into the relationship?
To be with this man, and then if depending on how our relation, like as our relationship grows, you
Uh,
know, things in the future, that's in the future. But initially, like no, strictly to be with a man, start a family.
I think you overthinking it. Honestly, I think it's somebody for everybody. I think if you are a good person, if you
Mhm.
are a good woman, if you are bringing something to the table, and I'm not talking about money, um, but if you're bringing something to the table to make a home with a
Mhm.
man,
Mhm.
and you are honest, just like you're honest with us, I think a
Yeah.
man will. I think a man will accept you for who you are. Some men would
Sure.
find that extremely attractive. Some men will look at that and be like, "Word," like we can bring somebody else in from time to time. So I think it's really it comes down to if you are a genuine person, if you're an honest person, if you're a good-hearted person, there is truly somebody for everybody out there. And if you
Mhm.
ain't holding nothing back and you willing to put your cards on the table and say, look, I'm willing to be this committed woman, start a family with you, but this is who I am. I am interested in women and men, but I'm 100% good with being monogamous with you. And if we
For
find that
sure.
we want to bring somebody else in, I would bring it to you, and we can make a decision together. I think you're overthinking it. I think a man will accept you for you. But Rich, I'd like to hear
That's
your
what's up.
thoughts on it.
Nah, I think overall, I agree with Sean to some degree that you are overthinking it. I think there is somebody for everybody. I think it's about in your specific situation
Mhm.
with the pandemonium. I think you should it's about making him feel comfortable, making him feel comfortable in the relationship before, because you talking about like really having a family, like you talking about you really want to start a family, having something with this man,
Yeah.
and
I'm getting
then
older.
yeah, and you're getting older, so now it's about you making him feel comfortable with who you are, and then
Mhm.
through your comfort, you know, if y'all choose to go and do something else at a later time, then y'all understand who y'all are within your relationship. Y'all know
Right.
who y'all are, and it ain't gonna be like he jumping out the window or something. He's gonna be doing something with his woman who he's secure and very very happy with, and then that's how you move into that. So you might have to take that part slow. You might have to
Uh
step
oh.
away from the pandemonium for a while, and then go back after y'all,
Still here.
get into a good place.
I'm still here. I was
No,
out.
so you know what I'm saying. So does that make sense to
There
you?
you go. Yeah. 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 I appreciate that.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
I will end on this. Reese, real talk. Um, if you're a good-hearted person and you come in with good intentions to really start a family and be a good woman to a good man, I think
Mhm.
you're gonna find that there's a man out there who's gonna accept you for you, and is gonna really be happy to just have a good woman in his life. So best of luck to you.
Thank you. It's good talking to y'all, brothers.
All right, there, Reese.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still stuck. So you can go ahead and close this one out tonight, cause I'm stuck. Yeah, funny dude.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take the last word tonight. everybody who been rocking with us, please continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Please tag your people. Let them know Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rich Dollars, Sean Prez. We are the Boys Club, and we go live and we have these very, very in-depth conversations. We tackle some very obvious topics between men and women. And a lot of times we get into conversations that are not so obvious, but couples across the world are going through them. So hopefully we provided some insight for y'all tonight, some entertainment, and for the most part, y'all are walking away, having learned something and can really understand, like, yo, you know what, damn, um, if I want to get a man, they said something to help me to understand how men think. But I've been in a relationship, and now I can finally understand why my man moved the way he moved. So thanks to everybody for jumping in. Rich, actually, I'm gonna give you the last word, and you close us out as always. We got to keep the tradition.
All right, yo, once again, thank y'all for coming into the Boys Club. Locker room conversation. It's always gonna be something special. Today, I'm gonna show y'all how I fuck with y'all. I'm a vaccinated COVID-19 person, but I have COVID right now. I failed my COVID test the other day, and I'm sitting in here sick as a fucking dog. But when Sean hit me early and was like, "My nigga, you good for this afternoon?" I said, "Yes, we're gonna do it because this shit is therapeutic for me, sitting here chatting with y'all." So everybody who was in here like, "Rich, you don't look like you right. You look sick or whatever." I am very sick, but I'm here. And that's because I fuck with y'all the way y'all fuck with us. So hopefully next week I'll be back 100%. We'll see you next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Rich Dollars, Sean Prez. We are the Boys Club.
Peace and love, y'all.
All right, Sean.